So I do see one question from $12.99 a month subscriptions, but I see others that are paying $16.29 a month. Is it worth it? I do feel that anything under $20 monthly for your business, where it's going to help you create the content, really nice content for your business, it is cheaper than hiring a graphic designer. And remember, all of the content that you are creating with Canva, the idea is for you to stand out from your competitors, right? And also at an affordable rate. A lot of small businesses cannot afford a monthly graphic designer, right? To create all the content for them for their social media channels or any graphics that they need, right? So I suggest that you do pay for Canva to use all of the tools that they have so it can be worth it for your business. It is still affordable, more affordable than hiring a graphic designer. And that is coming from so I'm firing myself here, right? If you think about it. But I do want to see businesses succeed. This is exactly why I started my business in the first place. I do it more for the passion of it than the money of it, right? So that's just my little tidbit. So how to start a new design. So you're going to click a design, right? And you're going to choose a format, like if you wanted to create an Instagram post, if you wanted to create a flyer, a presentation, and then you're going to enter into the Canva editor to start your design. So once you click on a design that you like, this is going to pop up for you, right? And once this pops up, now this is where the fun starts, right? So let's just say I do not have this salmon peachy color as my, one of my brand colors. My brand color is actually a green color. I'm going to change the background to the green color that I use, or I'm going to change the background to a white color and then change the text into green. Let's just say this is not my font that I normally use. I'm going to update that font as well. Okay. So one question says, if I change which email I log in with, will I be able to keep my projects? So yeah, so you will be able to keep your projects. You can just update your email. So you can update the email in the settings tool. Just update the email and you'll still have Canva and all your projects in there. So just all you have to do is update. It says, once you create the content, do you save it somewhere, or can you share it? You can share it to the social media right from Canva. So yeah, so Canva has a nice social media tool. So if you pair up your Instagram or Facebook to Canva, you're allowed to share it directly to those platforms. It will show you an option on the top where it says share to Instagram, share to Facebook, and you can do that. And it also saves on your homepage. Okay, so if Canva saves all of the work that you create, it already saves it for you. Can you export it to a PDF and use that for social media? So social media only accepts PNG and JPEG. So it only saves images that you can upload into social media. It does not let you upload a PDF. The only platform that lets you upload a PDF that I know of is LinkedIn. So LinkedIn allows you to upload PDFs, but Instagram and Facebook do not. It says, I'm looking at your IG right now. Can we watch you post on IG by the end of So I don't do that. We don't have enough time, so I cannot post on my Instagram account right after this. But yeah, I can show you how to do the live demo. And yes, you can schedule a post through Canva. Okay, so the Canva editor, what you see inside the Canva editor, you will see the left side, which would be the tools. Okay, the tools, templates, text, photos, elements, and uploads. The center, which is your blank canvas. The top bar, which is your resize, your file, your undo, your redo, and more. You'll drag and drop everything from the left into your canvas. And now what Canva is doing, which is pretty cool, is if you just click on what you are trying to do, it would automatically put it onto your canvas instead of the drag and drop feature, which I will show you at the live demo. I do see something where it says the free version is also great if you're still in the exploring stages. Yes, the free version is great if you are just really trying to figure things out and exploring. But I highly suggest that once you're finished exploring and you're figuring things out, I know for a fact that you will love Canva to design a lot of your posts. So then when you are done with that, you get the paid version at least for a month. You can do it for a month-to-month basis. You don't have to do the yearly fee. So do it for 1 month and see how much you can actually do using Canva. So let's make a basic graphic. We'll walk through creating a simple Instagram post. Okay, so this is an Instagram post. You're going to choose a template. So on the left-hand side, you choose any template that is available to you, whether it's paid or free. Add a text, right? So you're going to add your text. You're going to change the colors of your fonts and the background. You're going to add your logo. So remember what I was talking about in the Brand Hub? And the Brand Hub, you're actually able to store your logo. So anytime you need to use your logo, instead of uploading the image of your logo to the side, you're able to put that into the Brand Hub, right? So instead of uploading your image of your logo constantly, you're able to put that into the Brand Hub. And in the Brand Hub, you will be able to just put your logo on any type of graphic that you have. And then you're going to download it as a PNG or a JPEG. Because remember, Instagram posts is only PNG or JPEG. It's not PDF. So tips for great designs. Keep it simple and clean. Use your brand colors and fonts. Don't use too much text. Use high quality images. And always preview before downloading. I've many times when I created a piece of graphic, I'm thinking it looks great and it doesn't. All right, there's an edit that I need to do and then I upload it right away. It's not good. So always double check any of the work that you do to make sure that whatever you're putting out there on social media is branded into your company and what you stand for. So we're going to do the live demo, but before we do that, I'm just going to scroll up. If anybody has any questions, let me know now. I'm going to answer those questions, and then we're going to go right into the live demo. So it says, what is the name of the platform allowing to export a PDF file? So on Canva, you can actually download many things as a PDF. So for example, when I send over this presentation, it will be a PDF form. So you can download it through Canva as a PDF or a PNG. And then where is the Brand Hub? So the Brand Hub is on your homepage. If you pay for Canva, you'll see the Brand Hub, and that's when you can upload your colors to your logo, like your font colors that you're normally using, your color guidelines that you're normally using for your brand. And you can upload the fonts that you use, and you can also upload your logo right directly on the Brand Hub, which is on your homepage. Can you go over specifications regarding quality of printing materials? That's one thing I have questions. Okay, so for printing, so for example, I work with a lot of realtors. So when I work with the realtors, they always want flyers done for their listing, their new listing. So what I do is that I download PDF, right? And when I go on PDF print, I go to the down button, right? So when you click on PDF print, it will give you an option for digital or it'll give you an option for print, right? So click the option for print because that's how you're going to know that the colors that you're choosing for your flyer or for your PDF is going to show up correctly when you print. How to make a template border enough fall off in the back page. So Karen, I'm not sure how to answer that question, but I'm assuming when I do the live demo, you probably answer it in some way. So where you set your color preferences, I'm free on Canva. So if you're free on Canva, you don't have access to the brand hub, which is where you'll put your color preferences. Okay, so now we're gonna go into I'm gonna log into Canva. I'm gonna share that screen with you. Okay, so everyone can see my screen now, right? Okay, perfect. Okay, so I'm just waiting to see if any more yeses. Okay, great. Okay, so when I logged into Canva, right, and keep in mind, I've had a Canva account since 2013. So since 2013, I have so much work on this Canva. Okay, so this is what you're gonna see, right? I have my Canva over here. I have my dashboard over here on the left. I have create, home, projects, templates, brand, Canva AI, and apps, right? Let's go to the app section. So I highly encourage you to look at the app section and download some of the apps that really resonate to you. Okay, so one of the apps that resonates to me will be the Meta Design, because I work a lot with Meta for my clients. I do social media graphics for them, and I upload everything accordingly to Meta. We have textures, we have dream sound, we have reflection, and these apps are for you. You can actually download the apps and it will go directly into your Canva, so you can use any of the apps that you see here. Let's go back to the home page. So now let's just say I wanted to create a Instagram post, right? So we have Instagram post, story, flyer, sheets, all this great stuff. But I want to download Instagram posts. Oh, I just want to go back real quick. So this PDF, I clicked here. This PDF, the checklist, will be sent to you as well, along with these templates. Okay. And when you click on that, I'm going to put my information here again, right? So when you click on the template, please make sure and make a copy so you don't ruin it, for someone else that is trying to also download it. But I designed these templates for you. Is what you see here. Okay. Alrighty. So let's do this again. We click on Instagram post. And when I click on an Instagram post, this is my blank canvas. This design bar will pop up for me. Okay. Check out all the designs. And now choose a design that resonates to you. So let's just say I am a realtor, right? And I would like to see some of the real estate templates that they have. I type in real estate, and these are all the real estate templates that they have to offer. Okay. Now let's just say I own a beauty product. These are all the templates that they have to offer. type in your industry always, because there is a very high chance that they have what you are selling. Okay? So let's just choose, I always liked this template. Let's choose this template. And the reason why I like this template is because you're able to use a lot of the features here. Okay, so we have a standing image where we can drag anywhere, right? We'll keep it here. And do you see how that R is behind the image? Now you're probably wondering, okay, how do I do this? You click on this wording, go on position, front, back. So you're able to back up images very easily. You're able to double click and say, right? Now, this is not my font that I normally use. I use this font. And this is the font that I normally use for my business. This is the CM brand font. Say how I was able to change the font depending on what my business is. These are the two fonts that I normally use. I can even do the same for here. Okay. And then when I want to collectively change all of the fonts, I click my mouse button down, I drag, I go like that, I let it go, I highlight all of this, and I'm able to change the font like that. I can drag and drop this wherever I want. Now let's choose a different template. Let's just say I want this template. This is not my font. I choose the font that is for my business. Choose the font that's for my business here. And they have so many different fonts here in the brand tools that you can use. So many different ones. Okay. Now, let's just say I don't want this. I'll click delete. Delete. I can drag this down. And I can move it backwards. Now I'm going to go into the chat real quick to see if I can answer any questions, or you can guide me in the right direction on what you would like me to do with one of these fonts. Where do you go to find the app button? Okay, so when you go on your home page here, right, this is when you log in, this is what you'll see. It won't be obviously with these projects, it will be with your own projects. But you're going to go to your left-hand side, and you're going to go to apps all the way on the bottom. And that's where you'll see all the apps here for you. So it will be all the way here on the left-hand side, your apps. What if you had your logo created by a designer and can't find the same font or color on Canva? Is that a thing? Also, do you recommend liking your own Instagram, linking your own Instagram and Facebook account. Yes. So I do recommend that you link over your Instagram account and your Facebook account, because Canva is a really nice editor tool and a scheduling tool. So if I don't have it linked because I operate a lot of different Instagram accounts and Facebook accounts, so I don't have mine directly linked. But if I click share, no, I won't. Okay, here we go. Go to social. If I clicked on Instagram, it will go directly to my Instagram. So I do recommend you do that, because it kind of kills two birds with one stone. And whoever designed your logo should have given you the font that they used for your logo and the color guideline that they used for your logo. So whoever designed your logo needs to provide you that information, because that is how you are going to choose the fonts for your pieces of content. And we do not record and send out these courses, unfortunately, but we do provide I'm going to provide the presentation and the checklist and the free templates for you. Okay, I would like you to find the border and make it the size of the page, because when I drag or click it, it falls off the page. Okay, so let's just say this is the border, and I would like to put in this picture, right? So I'm going to drag this to the tip of the border. I'm going to extend it like this. And now it does not go past the border. See? So you see how everything is out in the black over here? It doesn't go past. I'm going to go right to the middle. So nothing is past the border. So you're saying, let's see. Oh, a border and elements. Okay. Well, my apologies. Oh, okay. So let's just say we have a flower border. So remember, the flower borders are dependent on the size of your canvas. So if it's like this, it may not fit. Remember, everyone that created a design through Canva, so all of these graphics that you see are actually from designers, like they're from their own designers, that Canva pays those designers to do these graphics. Okay, so some of the designers do not have, like, they are making it their own styling and their own sizing. So you have to either base it on what the designer did or choose a different graphic. Right, so if I did that, it's still going to kind of fall off a little bit. See how it's getting cut off here? No, so it says, so she's saying, but if we choose an IG post, shouldn't it fit if we drag it? Not necessarily. Remember, all of these, like what I was saying before, all of these graphics are made from designers. So the designer is sizing it to what they created, not the other way around. So we have to make sure that we're fitting, like if we did this fits if I did this over here. Okay? Or if I did this may not fit. Hold on. Oh, it fits if I do this. Okay? So depending on what the designer did for this graphic is, like if I did something like this, it's going to get cut off. See how they sized it to this image? All the designers for each element designed it completely differently. So you just have to pick and choose what element will work for the sizing that you are choosing. See, it won't let me. It's still it's going to look a little funny if I did this. See, it's all getting cut off. Okay, so again, you have to kind of choose, which element will work for the size of your post or of your, piece of content that you were creating. Size is important depending on what you're working on. Does anybody have any questions? It says, hi, can you show how to create a post on IG using a photo from an album? Yes. So let's just say that we'll choose a design. Actually, no, we'll choose a grid, and then upload. And this was an image from one of my clients' locations that they did, right? So they all went golfing, and like that. And I could put a really nice text over here. Let me just zoom out a little bit. And then we can choose a text. Yes. Right? So this says hello from the team. Now I want to change the spacing. Lower. There we go. And sorry, Nina, there's so many questions here that I'm trying to just like go through all the questions. So asking for the third time, are the apps included in the free version? You must pay extra for the app. So if you have a paid version, you will get all the apps. If you have a free version, you will not get the apps. How can you keep an image the exact size I want when I put them in an element? I found when I drag the image of an element, that the element takes up the entire size of the element. Keep the image like size I want. So if I did this, this is one of the graphics over here, right? So I'm like changing how the size looks like. But if you want to keep the same size of the image, I would suggest just clicking on the actual image and just sizing it, right? Because you won't lose the actual image itself. Now, if I did it the opposite way, right, where it's this, I can go like that, drag it in, but I'm kind of like losing the image in a weird way, right? So if you want the actual size of the element, just click on your picture. What's the difference between a frame and a grid? Okay, so a frame is, scroll down. So these are frames, and often with frames you can put a border, right? So let's put a border, right? And you see how it's just going up and down, right? So let's just add an image here, right? So that is a frame. And now this is a grid. The grid takes up the entire page, but you can actually size it to what you need it to do. So let's just say we wanted it like this, or we wanted it more square. You can really just size it to what your image, what the size of the image that you would like. See? Can you go over the apps section that are most useful and how to use them? So I am not going to download any apps only because this course is only an hour. So there's a lot of questions that are very in-depth. But remember, this course is only an hour, so I cannot really go too much in detail of certain things. Unfortunately, if the course was longer, then I would do that, but it's only an hour. But this is the app section. And if you just click on some of the apps, you can use an existing design or use in a new design, and you can download the apps, and I'll show you all the information about those apps too. I suggest that you download the Meta. If you go to the AI Music or the AI Voice, to download those as well if you don't want to use your own voice. Download Google Drive. I Google Drive everything, so download something like that so you can store all of your pieces of content under your Google Drive if you have Google. The QR code, all right, so if you have a QR code for your business, download something like this. So you can just kind of browse, but remember the apps are only for people that are paying for Canva. Yes, so there is a charge to using Canva. It's about $12.99 a month. And then the presentation will be emailed to you along with a checklist and free graphics to use. Says hi, to upload a video from our own library into Canva is the same step as uploading a picture. Yes, so uploading a video is the same way that you would upload an image. So if we clicked on here, I'll just click on what we were working on before, right? So if you go on new design and you go to upload, these are my images, these are my photos. I mean, these are my images, these are my videos. So the same way that you would upload an image would be the same exact way that you would upload a video as well. any tips that you can share when creating a newsletter? So yes, Canva is a great tool to create newsletters, but I do highly suggest that you have templates based off of the platforms that you use. So if you have a MailChimp account and you are new to design, I suggest that you actually create your template on MailChimp, or if you have a template with, if you have a platform with uh, let's say Constant Contact. That's another platform for emails. Design the template based off of those platforms versus creating something through Canva, especially if you are new to design and you're not really a graphic designer. So that would be my suggestion. But they do have templates for newsletters here on Canva. We just typed in. And you see these are some newsletters that I created, but they have templates over here. You just click on templates and you're able to use these newsletter templates that you see here. But the only thing is that you'll have to code in what you designed to the platform that you're using for emails. So question about intellectual property. Do the digital products we create with Canva belong to us or stay private, or do they belong to Canva and Microsoft? So they do belong to Canva or Microsoft. So they belong there, but you're free to use them for your social media stuff. I always am very wary of people that design like logos on Canva, because sometimes you're not able to use those logos for anything else, really. So there's a couple of rules and regulations, but Canva just put out recently, I believe. Let's see. I can find it. Canva just put out a kind of like a Q&A of frequently asked not Q&A, a frequently asked questions page, and they do have a whole report on intellectual property using Canva property, right? So things that are designed through Canva. I suggest that you read that before you start designing anything, because there are certain templates that you're not really can use and claim it as your own. Okay, so, and they just put that out because AI has been going crazy now. So I suggest that you read the intellectual property. There's a blog based off of it. They just put it out, and it's through Canva. So read that. Which choice would I choose to do a Python Fire document? So you would do if it's a flyer, you're going to choose a PDF version to download that document. Also, if you create a logo on Canva, can others use your logo for other purposes since it's freely accessible? So yes, so really what you design on Canva, you really do need to make sure that it's a completely different design based off the templates. Like they're going to show you a lot of templates for you to kind of base a logo design on. I suggest that you design a logo that does not look like anything from the templates that they provide, only to kind of secure you a little bit. Okay, there is a lot of great questions, but we are at the end of this webinar, unfortunately. It was only an hour long, but there is a lot of great questions. And these questions I'm keeping straight, like I'm keeping them locked in. So if you have any other questions, feel free to send me an email. I'm going to put my information in again. Send me an email, book a free consultation with me so I can really help you further with any specific questions that you have with Canva. And no, Karen, what my calendar says from what I was scheduled, it's only till 3 p.m. And Patricia just put in the rest of the webinars that we have to offer. So we have from creating marketing content to social media marketing to, let's see, email marketing, building your own business website, SEOs, and developing a marketing strategy. Now, I did not say any of those courses in like order. There are about 6 courses in the course pathways, but you can easily sign up for any of those courses. All of the instructors are amazing, and I really do recommend it. Can you tell me, hold on one second, can you tell me when I first started Create, which do I choose for a flyer? So you will type in, you'll go to your homepage and you'll click the flyer button. And then you can base it off of a template here or design it on your own. Thank you so much, Lisa. Yes, so go in your home. So when I first started Canva, I'll be honest with you, they didn't really have any of these tabs. And this is back in 2013. So many things have changed with Canva. And I really do enjoy using this platform. I am very familiar with Adobe products. I went to school for it. But I just feel like they're a little bit complicated for no reason. And if you're trying to create something on your own, Canva is the way to go. I wish this course was a little bit longer, but don't forget, I'm going to put my information again. Here's the template. It says, please make a copy before editing. Click on that. You can use the template that I created. You can send me an email, Christine@thecmbrand. Everyone that signs up for these courses receives 20% off of all of my services always. And if you want to book a free 15-minute consultation, even to dive deep on a very specific question that you had on Canva that I couldn't answer right now, let me know in that free 15-minute consultation, and I'll be more than happy to guide you in the right direction and make sure that you know what's up. Okay? Thank you, everyone, so much. Take care, everyone.